You are listening to Go Youth Podcast with Ali SA. Greatest topics of the world like relationship, business, finances, and many more. Live streaming into the whole continent with Ali.
All right, and thank you everyone for taking your time tonight to join the show. This is the Go Youth Podcast. Tonight we will be looking into marketing into detail. We have invited Honorable Izal. He's on the backstage. He is the director and the co-founder of Izal Vision, the company that is specializing in marketing in detail. We have invited the director and come and assist most of the tenderpreneurs and the entrepreneurs so that they can understand what is marketing in detail. A lot of people don't understand what is marketing. When we're talking of marketing, they think we're just talking of going to the internet cave and printing just a page, and they will be just taking the papers around the world, pasting on the shops, on the walls, all over the world. They think that is marketing. That is not marketing. Tonight we have invited Mr. Lawrence Izan, who will be digesting it into detail. Now, the main question stands still. What does Izal Vision does? The next clip will be explaining what does Izal Vision do in detail, and after that, we'll call the director to come on board so that he can be able to make his presentation. Let's go through. They say there's no company that can make money if there's no marketing. Marketing is one of the most important and the vital tool of a company. A company that does not invest a lot of money into marketing cannot make money. I'm not sure if I'm lying, but he's here to tell us. All right, let's play this clip. After that, we'll be welcoming Mr. Izan. Thank you so much. We are back from the break. All right, we have Mr. Izal on the line. Good evening to you, Mr. Izal. In detail, please introduce yourself so that most of the people who are also listening and watching from different platforms, they can know who you are.
Hi, Ali. Good evening, Ali. Good evening to your listeners, everyone watching us around the world. And thank you so much for having me on the show. First, I need to say that thank you for the videos. Thank you for the advertising. Thank you for playing our hard work. This is basically our profile. So you have summed up our profile. I don't think I need to be speaking or to be explaining things. I think the profile has it all. All right. Thank you so much for having me on the show. So my name is Lawrence Isel, and I'm the brand ambassador, the owner, the chief executive officer of Isel Vision Advertising Agency. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
You are listening to Go Youth Podcast with Ali SA. Greatest topics of the world like relationship, business, finances, and many more. Live streaming into the whole continent with Ali.
Thank you so much, Mr. Isal. Now, let's go into detail, Mr. Isal. We see a lot of companies which are being registered on a day-to-day basis. We see a lot of companies which are being deregistered on a day-to-day basis. A lot of companies are going into liquidation because of the company is no longer able to generate enough revenue to cover its expenses. We see a lot of directors whom are fighting within small, medium, and big companies, fighting for the money of the business because the business is no longer operating. I mean, the business is no longer making enough revenue to cover all the expenses of the company.
True.
Now, one of my friends said the only resolution to resolve all the problems of companies that have been liquidated, companies that have been closed, companies which are retrenching employees is marketing. Can you explain to us
Exactly.
in detail when it comes to marketing and take us through in detail?
All right. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you so much for this platform. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I think we are going to, both of us, it means including the listeners and the viewers, are going to have an amazing and productive 10 to 15 minute tutorials about how or the essence of marketing in business, or the essence of advertising in business. As you said, advertising is the force that drives a business. So without advertising or marketing your brand, trust me, your business is not going to survive. And I will let us go through some few tutorials so that we can get the concept of effective marketing solutions for any small businesses or any entrepreneurs or anybody who wants to venture into any kind of business. So this presentation, or this interview, will show us how to define and also how to target the market where your resources, or if you are into products or if you want to venture into production, will be most successful, as well as develop an action plan for your marketing efforts in order to reach your target market. So basically, uh, first and foremost, I think people fail to do research. Ali, people fail to do a constructive, or let's say very solid research about the business
Yeah.
they first want to venture into. So it's very, very important for one must know that, without research, or without, checking for the businesses that you want to enter into, without doing a very concrete research on that, trust me, you might going to have, you might, bump into serious, problems along the line. And the question is how to overcome it. It becomes a very, very, very difficult one. So first and foremost, there is something we call SWOT. So first, we need to identify the consumers or the potential clients' needs, wants, and also demands, and also our SWOT analysis. So second thing is that one must conduct a very serious research on the product or services that he or she want to venture into. Two, one must develop a marketing mix to satisfy his or her target market and to make profit. So just look at it. One, research. Two, develop a marketing mix. And when you talk about the marketing mix, you are talking about the 4 P's. The first one is products, price, place, and promotion. These four things are very, very vital in marketing. And the third one is your marketing plan, or let's say your advertising plan, which comes with your objectives, your strategies, and your tactics in your line of business. So we'll be looking into the straight SWOT analysis, and we know that the S stands for your strengths, the B stands for your weaknesses, and you need to look at the O stands for your opportunities, and the T stands for your threats. So we need to look at that. And also something that's very, very important, your mission statement. Your mission statement is very important. People usually don't enter into business and just do copy any just copy somebody's mission statement on the internet. One must come up with
Yeah.
your own mission statement. What do you hope to achieve in the next 5 years, in the short term, in the middle term, in
Yeah.
the long term? What do you hope to achieve? So, and you need to look at the purpose of your business existence. So why do you want to open a business? Is it because of your friend has opened a business, or is it you want a tender that huge that you want to enter into a business? We need to look at some of the characteristics as an entrepreneur. There's so many things that you need to give you the idea of you having a brand that got a very, the mission should speak about the brand or the name of the business or the company that you want to you want to open. So the mission statement must be defined in terms of benefits for the business, for the businesses, customers, rather than in terms of goods and services. Let me emphasize on this. Your mission statements must be defined in terms of benefits for the business customers rather than in terms of goods and services. So it means that the mission statement must benefit the client, because actually your business is supposed to be in existence because of people. It should be go in line with people. So these are
Yeah.
very, very important things. So the mission statement of the business is very, very important. The purpose of the business should be very, very important. And the second thing that we are going to be looking at is objectives. Objectives, objective. You state the desired objectives of your business, and the objectives must be have something we call it acronym SMART. SMART. The objectives must be SMART. So the S stands for specific product or services, M stands for the measurable product, and A stands for attainable, R stands for realistic, and the T stands for time frame. I think the time frame is usually business or entrepreneurs fail to deliver on time. Time frame is very, very important. Business, and you say by 5 p.m. your product and services should be done. You should stick by your word. So service, a time frame is very, very important. So it should be part of your objectives. And somebody will say that customer is our hallmark. Customer service is our hallmark. In a short space of time, the person has gathered all the clients, has built a very solid clientele. You have accomplished your mission, but then to keep sustain clients, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. So today's situation analyzes the SWOT as we are going to look at. Let me just make it two so that it will be very simple for us. The S and W, the strength and the weakness, the internal
Yeah. Yeah.
environment, that is financial, human, physical resources, and the OT, that is the opportunity and threat. We are going to look at the demographic and the social, economic, political, legal, and technological and natural environment. So let me jump straight to the main content here. Strategies. What are some of the marketing strategies that we are going to be using as a business to adapt to attract customers? Now, we first need to target the market, as we are going to apply the marketing mix, the product, price, place, and promotion. And also quite interesting here is advertising, personal selling, sales promotion. You need to be able to define your market. You need to look at who your market is. We once had a client who was a musician, and
Yeah.
we can see that she got an extreme talent. But the challenge is that where she's situated, those are not her clients. Those are not, it means that, I hope you understand me. So she's in the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
So now it means that the tool in which she's using to advertise, or the tool in which she's using to sell herself or her brand, is wrong. She's in the wrong crowd.
Mm,
I hope you understand
mm,
me. Yeah, she's in the wrong
for
crowd. So
sure.
now we had a one-on-one. She consulted us one-on-one, and we gave her a serious perspective, practically on. Look at this. You are in a wrong place, and we understand that your business is suffering. I know that when you're a musician, basically you're a brand. You are full package. The place that in
Yeah.
which you are is wrong. So look at where you are. You got talent, but people are not grasping what you are selling.
Mm,
So it means
mm.
that you are in a wrong crowd. So change.
So on that one,
Improve.
on that one, while we're still on this client, the one that you're saying that the client was on the wrong crowd.
Yes, sir.
How did you and I want to understand this. How did you identify that, or how did you pick up that the client was on the wrong crowd?
Thank you so much. So, Ali, basically, can you see, when you got somebody that got so much talent that that you feel it's like you're suffocating, like, no, come on. I think this guy got that talent, but I think it's in the wrong crowd, or it's in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? So that you can see that, let's to schools, like, a child can have an amazing way of, let's say, spelling, or you teach a child right now, like the child will never forget it. But then you can see that he got a background financially, you can see that the child is unable to even buy a textbook.
Mm,
So now here comes that we know that we got, let's say, foundations, where you got your multiple foundations, you got all those lottery foundations that are actually, people are even soliciting funds to help these
yeah.
people to further their education. But let's say they are coming from a, let's say, very challenging background. But then you sitting somewhere, or you, an individual, can see that, no, I think this guy, if a chance is being given to such a person, he can do what he can deliver. So we sat down and saw that, no, send us some of your videos. I think we have seen you on YouTube before, but you got list followers. We have seen you on Facebook. We have seen you on your Spotify. We have seen all this media that you are using. I think your marketing, the tool that you are using to market, is wrong. Then we come in as a marketing agency. Then what we do is, we don't change anything, but then we improve upon your brand. Basically, we don't change the face of the brand, but then we improve upon it. So if that's why we say that, now if we are defining, or we redefine your brand for you, so it means that we look at, okay, fine. We saw that. Let me just put a name out there, because since there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. So we have signed a non-disclosure agreement and everything, but then we are
Yeah.
still her marketing agency. So her name is Miss Gift. So you see the kind of music that this lady is selling, or it's singing. She's singing. You see that, no, I think this is more or less like your how do you call it, your Amanda Blacks. This is more or less like, those soul music,
Mhm.
like, how do you call this your names, name them those. There's nothing so
Yeah.
distinct, different from what they are doing, as compared to what she's bringing on board. But the problem is that she's in the wrong market. She's in the wrong place. The tool that she's using to market herself is wrong. So we stepped in, we gave her a few advices, we took her, and now I think now she got her clients. She's building her clientele. So give it a year, give it 6 months. I think the world will hear of her. So basically, that's what we did. We saw that, no, this is what she need to do. We need to redefine her platform. The platform that she's using is not highly improved, or the way she's bringing up herself. So this is where we change the face of what she's doing by the logo. She doesn't have a logo. She doesn't have her own name. She's the platform that she's using, the background is a little bit sketchy. The sound quality, but if you hear her singing without any instruments, Ali, you be like, you open your mouth. It's a jawbreaker. I'm telling you, it will blow your mind. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So now, basically, this is what I'm saying. That as an organization, as businesses, or as potential entrepreneurs who want to enter into businesses, I think we need to look at who are your target market is, and you need to be able to define your market in a different way. You need to be able to define your market from a different perspective, and sometimes we need to look at the need and want and the demand of your market. And though you are going to deliver, when you deliver something and it's not well accepted, it means that you didn't do your research carefully. And then by doing your research carefully, it means that you yourself, your product, is not Ayoba. I mean, just look at a common chappies. Yeah. A common chappies is now 50 rand, 50 cents. If I'm not mistaken, it's now 50 cents. Now, Ali, can you see the brand now? It's being improved. If you look at all those energy drinks that, let's say, DJ's Boo is bringing on market now, can you see now the logo, the brand? Can you see it? It has been improved, but the prices are the same. Correct. So we look at some of these things, then we take it as a, joke. And some of them, the name. I saw somebody having a name that is very scary. That's in a name of the brand is also very important. You understand me? The name of the brand becomes your weapon. A name that sells. You need to come up with a name that sells. One, for the look, a name that will benefit the people around you, the place that you're coming from. A name that, we call this thing as in what are your major weaknesses and some of the complaints that you're going to get. People hate critics. I'm telling you, my guy, people hate critics. People criticize your business a little bit, then people fold. You understand me? As a business, as an entrepreneur, you should be able to welcome any critics. If you're in the business already and people are saying that, no, I think you got a poor marketing strategy. I think you got a poor customer service. Yeah. I mean, you have hired people to stay hospitality. Somebody gave you a CV and a person says that I did hospitality for 2 years at let's say any of the institutions in the country. I got my hospitality certificate, and the person is failing to say common hello to somebody who called, and your common hello and please, how are you doing and everything. Hello, and the person is chewing gum. You understand? Ta on the phone. I can you see you're technically and indirectly driving away customers. So how do you build a clientele on that? How do you do that? So look, let's look at so many things. Somebody is saying that, no, I think we have tried everything. We have exhausted everything. And we have exhausted everything. And then when we come to that, all these things must be put on a paper so that we know where we went, that we can go to the drawing board and see that, no, this is where we went wrong. So I think that these marketing strategies, as we said, these marketing strategies, we're talking about the marketing mix, the 4 Ps and everything. We are talking about all this. At some point, if you're already in the market, hear me, guys. If you're already in the market, at some point, it's very important to have a discount, strategize a discount packages, discount offers. You need to be able to have a method of, and now I had a conversation with Ali the last time that, you need to be able to come up with a method of paying, the world is moving right now. People are using an electronic way of doing payments. You need to come up with that. You need to improve upon your payment method if you're already in the market. There's no cash anymore. People are actually in, how do you call it? this electronic hyper safe or hyper globe,
Let's
or
let's take a
you
let's
understand what I'm
take
saying? So we
yeah.
need to
Let's take a
improve
short break.
upon. Exactly, you need to improve upon your price. You need to be improve your way payments are done. You need to offer discount. You
Okay.
understand, so that
Now
you
let's
can
take
stand
yeah.
a chance of
Let's take a short
competing
break. I'm not
with
sure.
others.
I'm not sure if you're able. I'm not sure if you're able to hear me audibly. Can we just take a short break? Then we'll be coming back. We still
All
have
right, sir.
Mr.
Thank you
Isile
so
on the
much.
line. We still
Awesome
have
stuff.
Mr. Isile on the line. He's also, I think now after the break, we'll be digesting the 4 piece, looking on the price, the product, and also looking on the promotion and looking at the plays. We'll be digesting them in detail so that people can be able to understand. Now let's just go to the break. We'll come back after the break.
You are listening to Go Youth Podcast with Ali SA. Greatest topics of the world, like relationship, business, finances, and many more. Live streaming into the whole continent with Ali.
Right. Thank you so much. We're back. We are with Mr. Izal. Okay, Mr. Izal, you spoke about the 4 marketing P's: the
Yes,
product,
sir.
the price, the place, the promotion. Let's start with the product. Can you try to digest it into detail? Because I know that when we are referring to the product, it refers to an item or items that the business actually plans to offer to their customers. Now, I want you to be able to go into detail and advise most of the people who are willing to start companies or already having companies that when they are going to come with the product, what are some of the things that they need to take them into consideration before one can say, I'm going to sell Archer, I'm going to sell a cell phone, I'm going to develop a camera. What are some of the things that one needs to take them into account? And also, just go into context.
All right. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you. The marketing mix, the first one, as you said, products. I think now these are the questionnaire. Remember that in marketing, there's something called a marketing questionnaire, whereby those days we send, you draft questions and you send it across for potential customers to be able to tell you the price. And if I'm going to bring Acha, I'm going to sell Acha in, let's say, I'm a retailer, I'm going to sell Acha. I need to be that, or like the services that you want to enter into, you need to have something we call it questionnaire or marketing questionnaire, so that those things will tell you or to determine how to structure your 4Ps. So now the marketing mix, product, first one. The question that you need to be able to ask yourself is that what are the products or services that you are going to offer? What are the products or services that you intend offering? That's the first question, and the product. 2, what are the benefits of these? What are the benefits of the product or services that you're going to offer? That's the second question. The third question is that your competitive advantage. your competitive advantage. When you say the competitive advantage, you need to look at how many people are selling the same thing, and do you stand a chance of competing with them? So now, the fourth one that we are going to look at is what are the major weaknesses and what will be the complaint? What will be the complaint? What will be the weakness of the products that you're going to sell or the services that you're going to offer? Now, the fifth one is we need to look at the quite interesting here, the brand, the name of the brand, the name of your business, the name of your business. And something that people usually ignore, warranties, packaging, labeling. Packaging is also very important. I mean, you can't people just go like, okay, let me just put it in a plastic bag, black plastic bag, and just put it inside and wrap it and go and give it to you. I mean, no. And the last one on the product is customer service. Customer service, more or less clientele. Who are your clients? Who are your customers? These are the things and the products that we need to look at. The first one, as I said, what are the products that you are going to offer? What are the benefits of each offering and your competitive advantage? What are the major weaknesses? The brand name, packaging, labeling, and also customer service. Now, say, Ali, can we go to the price, the marketing mix, price?
Yes, let's go to the price.
Awesome stuff. Price. Now the question, these are the things that you need to be asking yourself. Price. The price are very important here, as we said it. I know that somebody, in business, what we need to look at it is that, as an entrepreneur, it's like it's 50-50, and we know that first time entering into a market, although you have done your research and everything, you shouldn't expect a break even. People like to break even. In business, people just want to come in, make money quickly. No, it takes years. Some just. I mean, there's a man that I know as Harchweni, who just went into business, 2 million, Ali, 2 million, lost the same day. Started the business today around 2 a.m. He phoned me, told me, Lawrence, I've lost everything. 2 million. He failed to consult. Though after he lost the money, he phoned me, seeking advice.
Wow.
So price.
That's a big loss.
Consultation is very important. Ali, consultation is very important. So now marketing price. Now let's look at it. So the price of your product or service is very important. How price sensitive are the customers? How price sensitive are the customers? I mean, you can see your next door or the quality of the products, and it's very important. Oh, I think I've put in a lot of materials. I've put in a lot of resources. I've put in a lot of infrastructure. I think my services. No, I'm offering a very no, but somebody got the same thing next to you. That he or she is selling it 200 rand. But you want to sell it 350 rand. But it's the same thing, but you are new in the market. You need to build a clientele. This is the time for you to reduce it to 200 rand or 180 rand so that you can what? You can meet the market demand. So pricing is very important. Markup status, pricing, and demand oriented. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So now we need to be able to look at that. And also, are discount offered and why? Are you offering? Are you going to? I think that this is the question that you need to ask yourself. The market or the business that I'm going to do, are they already offering discount? So that you can also do what? Offer discount. And as I said earlier on, your method of paying, what method of payment are accepted under your pricing? So you can't have, sorry to say, you can't have a savings account under under business account. No. You can't have a savings account under. I mean, you have registered a business. Here you are having a Capitec account, savings account. Can you just use my Capitec number to, no. I don't think it's extreme. It's considered or is being construed as professional. So you're a joke. Automatically in the market, people will just look at you as just look at this one. He's taking chances. You're a joke. So we've been in the system. We have a lot of consultation. We have built a profile. We have built a profile over 10 years plus. We know what we are saying, as in having your method of payment counts in business. Now, how do you penetrate? The last one is penetration strategy in markets. In business, penetration strategy is very, very important. Scheming, somebody will say that scheming, I don't want to jinx this, but a scheming or penetration strategy in business is very, 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 very important. What are some of the ways in which you're going to use to penetrate to the market? It's also quite important under price. Now let's look at the third one, place. Place, the 4 P's. The third one, place. The place. Now, where, how do you sell your product or service? Where, how, when do you sell product or service? Some just write anything and say that 24/7 customer service, 24 hours and 7 days in a week customer service. But then seriously though, better you call the person 7 p.m. The person will tell you, hey my man, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. You are disturbing me. But then on your profile, on your Facebook account or on your website, you said that 24 hours, 24/7. So these are some of the things that makes it doesn't look like you just came into the market and you are, how do you call it? You are taking chances. You understand? So the things that speak about your brand is very important. Anything that speaks about your brand is very, very important. So now, where, how, and when do you sell? When do you sell your product or service is very, very important. Now, direct delivery or using intermediaries, direct delivery. When you pay, somebody said that, pay 70%, then expect your product to be delivered to you. We want to use that means. People are, because the world is changing right now, so people are using the media a lot to sell their product, to advertise their brand. It's very, very important. So, and when I say media, we are using, there's so many platforms that, people are using, potential clients, or let's say businesses are using to advertise their products. But then your product or your brand is verified. It should be verified by yourself, or your brand should be verified by your customers. And your brand should be verified by your customers. Now, the third question is that how good is the access to your facilities? For example, you've got a warehouse in Jinfes. You've got a huge warehouse in Jinfes, and your office is located at Nwabi. You should be able to access. It should be easy to access when we say that we got stock here, we got stock there. And are you visible? Are you able to? People can able to see where your brand is. You understand what I'm saying? Now, as I said it again, media, 21st century has changed the way we brand ourselves. The media, people can use Facebook, YouTube, people can use the website, people can use so many platforms to be able to access them. And also last one is the location of the business, the atmosphere. The location of your business is also very, very vital when it comes to a place of the business. And the last one is promotion. Promotion. And the promotion, I've divided them into two. I said, how do a typical customer find out about your work, about your company's product? How do a customer find out about your company's products or service? And also, the message must be designed for the target audience or the customers, as I said, the message. And if you feel
if you fail to deliver this to your customers, your target market, somebody says that, okay, fine. Now let's look at this vicinity or this place that I'm going to sell this product to these people. Let's look at this. I think it will, let's say, the people working in this are low class, sorry to say. Some will say that, oh, they are middle class earners. Do you understand me? So you need to, that's why I said it's very, very important for you to have a marketing questionnaire around. These are the things that you should be able to do what? Consider before you venture into any business. These are the things that this SWOT analysis or these 4 Ps are going to be able to help you to come out with how you can, achieve your objective as a company. And also the third one is to inform, persuade, and you're able to educate and remind them. How do you convince a customer? It's not easy to be running a business on your own. It's not. Entrepreneurs face a lot of challenges. Entrepreneurs face an overwhelming challenges. At some point, a friend of mine told me that he was working from a different advertising company. He left and he started his own. At some point, he didn't even want to wake up in the morning because of what? The discouragement that he was getting from customers, potential customers. He goes sometimes stand and the robot to just advertise his brand by we'll get to that. They're using different advertising tool, but then it was not going well. So how do you convince a client? It means, how do you convince a potential client? These are very, very important too. So now, do you have a budget for your promotion? Do you have a budget for your promotion? Is very, very important. So now we need to also consider that one. So we go to the last one, promotion advertising. Promotion advertising. This is the part where we specialize in extremely. It becomes our weapon.
Yeah.
Now, there are so many media. There are so many ways in which you can be able to advertise your brand. So, but then somebody say, oh, no, but then if you consult without consultation or without having an advertising agency for the advertising agency to advertise your product for you, your company is not going to survive. Whereas the way the world is moving, people are depending on the internet a lot. People are how many times do you buy newspaper? How many times do people, just look at this. How many times do people, these door-to-door flyers, they are the thing of the past. They are fading away. They are fading away. The next decade that we are going to venture into, without changing the way you brand your business, believe you me, your business is going to suffer. You can be capturing. There's a company that I know, I'm not going to mention name, that in Polokwane right now, it's out of the market. I'm telling you right now, it's the way they fail to move when the world is moving to the digital age. They failed to move. They wanted to stick to the newspaper, the flyers, go and stand under the robots. And I know, you know what I'm saying, have like 100 flyers, A5 flyers. Just hold this one, 100 of them. Go and give it to people. The municipality will even end up suing you. They will tell you that, don't you know video advertising? Have you heard of the video advertising? Have you heard of 3D logo animation advertising? Have you heard of Facebook advertising? Have you heard of website? Now, leaflet is a thing of the past. Your advertising will bring revenue. That is your tool that you are going to use to move your business. So advertising is the key for you to generate income for your business. So I know people might think, oh, no, it's too expensive. No, you need to do you need to do a proper research so that you'll be able to know that, okay, now let me consult such a person. Let me consult Ali Consultancy. Let me consult Sukukuni Arts. Let me consult such a person so that the person can take me through this. What do I do? What do I do to be able to get there? What do I do to be able to achieve my objectives? What are some of the ways that I need flyers? No, no. Digital video advertising. I believe that you saw most of the things that we have done over the years.
While you're still digesting the promotion very quickly, I see a lot of people are joining from different platforms, enjoying the show. Let's take a quick break so that you can take water. Then we'll be back shortly.
You are listening to Go Youth Podcast with Ali SA. Greatest topics of the world like relationship, business, finances, and many more. Live streaming into the whole continent with Ali.
All right. We are back from the break. Mr. Izal, you may continue.
All right. Thank you so much, Ali. I think I've got I think the last thing that I will say, let me just not take much of your time. I think if you give me 3 hours, I will I will end up, yeah. So let me just wrap it up. Potential, the message is that the potential business entrepreneurs, anybody listening to us this evening, the vital tool for your business to sustain for the next decade, trust me, is proper advertising. The new age of advertising, the internet. COVID-19 gave birth to another serious baby that is, trailblazing all over the place. It's a tool that we need to be using now. Internet is the thing. If you saw the video that Ali was playing, Sukukune ad. Can you just imagine that having this, playing on this every day on your platform? Believe you me, people will it got that thing that it attracts clients, it attracts customers. So advertising is the way to go, and we need to change the way we do business. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you so much. I think I will pause for now for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Israel. In detail, you tried to explain marketing in different contexts, and you also tried your level best to explain. I like the point you explained. You said that these days, most of the people, they are still advertising in terms of printing, and they also don't know that printing, it also affects climate change in terms of doing a pollution. And most people, they believe that if they can print out the posters when they give to people, it makes life to be easy, because when it comes to analog, digital, putting it on TikTok, social media, different types of social media, they feel like it's a problem, because these days people need to buy data in order for them to have access to internet. Now, let's go into detail. Most of the entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurs, they avoid these few small things which they need to take them into account. They avoid business card, they avoid logo, they avoid marketing videos, they avoid a business plan, they avoid a business catalog, they avoid a business profile. They are also avoiding to get an advertising agency to manage their marketing context in detail. Let's start from the logo, as we are left with about 9 minutes to wrap up the show. Now, when one is actually thinking of getting a logo, what are some of the things that one needs to take them into consideration?
All right, Ali, thank you so much. Thank you once again. Let's look at it from this perspective, whereby you say that without the logo, your brand doesn't have any identity. We don't know your brand. Without the logo, is simply put, without a logo, without a company profile, without a mission and vision statement of your business, customers might think you are a phony. I mean, you're a joke. Like they might think maybe this guy doesn't know what he or she wants. So somebody will say that, yeah, we have survived over the years. No, you're not going to survive in the next 5 decades, in the next years to come. You can't make it. Because we need to know, we need to be able to identify you. With the logo, we can't identify you. With the logo comes with the brand. It's like going hand in hand. So with the logo, then obviously, as we said, somebody will say that, oh, but I got the logo, but I'm still. So it means that we need to be able to rebrand the logo. We are not going to change the logo though. We are going to just do what? Improve by introducing a digital logo animation. As you saw it, you can see that the Excel Vision was a logo that was not stuck. It was not stuck. How do you say stagnant? It's a logo that move in motion. So that's why we say it's a what? A digital. So a 3D logo animation. So under Excel Vision, they also do that. Customers are getting bored. Clients are getting bored. As you said, flyers these days. Ali, right now, people are at home right now. People are on their phones right now. People are on Facebook right now. So that's where somebody will say that's the playground for people right now, for customers. They want to see something happening, and we are failing to deliver. So now, as a customer or as an entrepreneur, you need to consider by changing or by improving your marketing skills, by improving your advertising style. So these are some of the things that we are talking about. Somebody will say that, as you said, you made mention of having a business card around. Fine, you can have a business card at your disposal and issue out. But the most important thing is that having an electronic business card is also very, very important. Having an electronic business card is also very important, whereby you can display it on your social media status, or having a Facebook or WhatsApp status. You can display those things there. So business cards can also be done, and you can have a digital catalog. It's also very important. And also have a video, probably not much, not just 30-second, 45-second video, video advertising for your brand is also very, very powerful force.
Now, I also want us to go in detail and have a look on this one. A business card, a business profile,
Yes, sir.
catalog. What
Yes,
are
sir.
the importance of these three in a business?
Sorry, can I repeat again? I just lost you today.
I was looking at what are the importance of a business card, a business profile, and a catalog. Also looking at the colors that the entrepreneur or the entrepreneur needs to also to use them or take them into account.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think those are your marketing tool. Those are the representative of the brand. Those are the image. Remember, they've got public relation. You know, when you say public relations is a person that who represent the brand. Let me put it in that way. The person who, let's say, when there's press release, you know, when there is press conferences, you know, those are the people that represent the brand. So without them, it means how you sell yourself. Without these materials that are going to represent the brand, it means that your brand doesn't exist. So a catalog that explains the company, what the company is into, it's very, very vital. So having a catalog or having a company, or somebody will say brochure or brochure, somebody will say brochure, somebody will say a catalog. Having these things at your disposal as the business, someone just walk into the office of someone, you didn't see the person, though it was a word, it was a word of mouth that was directed to the person's office, though you don't know what they are into. Let's say travel and tour agency, or let's say an accountant office. But the fact that you went into the admin, and admin gave you, oh, just wait for the boss. This is the catalog. You can go through it. You see what the people, even it tells you their mission, what they hope to achieve in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. So catalogs are also very important. Both they're having the analog and the digital. They are very, very crucial. They are very, very important. So having the logo, as you said, having the catalog, having the brochure, or having the company profile, they are the representative of the brand. Without these, it means none is representing you, the brand.
All right, I hear that. Now, very quickly, I want us to, we're left with about 2 minutes to wrap up the show. We try to touch marketing into different, looking on the entrepreneur and also the entrepreneur. I have a lot of people saying that most of the people who are making money and most of those people who are spending a lot of money into marketing are entrepreneurs. Most of the entrepreneurs, they don't spend a lot of money into marketing. Most of those ones who are starting minor companies, whereby it could be a tech shop, a spaza shop, or workers on the road, people who are also still having their own companies hustling, they don't understand how to market their company. We have TikTok, we have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have Flickr, we have Telegram, we have WhatsApp, we have everything in detail. You are given an opportunity to submit your conclusion to advise the general public of Africa as a whole how and what kind of marketing strategies they can take into consideration without any hesitation to make sure that they can improve their company's financial stability. Doesn't matter if the company was registered yesterday. Doesn't matter if the company was registered yesterday. Doesn't matter if the company was registered yesterweek. Doesn't matter if the company was registered yesteryear. What is your submission, Honorable Isai?
All right, thank you so much, Ali. What I would say is that, with proper marketing strategy, as we just made mention of, we need to look at the product in which you want to bring into the market. You need to look at the services that you want to offer to general public. It's very, very vital that you need to do a proper research on the needs, consumers' wants, consumers' demand, and also the introduction of SWOT analysis. You can't do without this. These are the engine of the business. And as we spoke about the marketing mix, the product, price, place, promotion, without these tool, without this yardstick, believe you me, the company will never survive. Some people are very, they just prepare. Some people say that, no, there's a tender that I bid for, but I failed. No, you failed because of if it's genuine, not those people sending us those tender. If it's genuine, my guy, it means that if you look at the submission list, you will see that some of the things, one, the outlook of your profile. I mean, the outlook of your profile doesn't even look, it's not even colorful. I mean, you just design a black and white. That was for, high school graduate can design a profile. Grade 9 learner can design a profile. By consulting a professional that can make your profile look, authentic and original, then you are good to go. I think, these are the things that we are feeling. Somebody said that, no, give those things for the financial advisor to be able to advise you on those finances so that you can submit the proper documentation. Then you check the submission list. Then you see that, okay, they are looking for quotation, 3 quotation. You submitted 1 quotation. These are the things that these guys look at. Then they score and they give this thing to those companies. So as you said, those people coming up with businesses, those people who want to get into the market and everything, I think it's a high time that you consider this. Look at this, even without even you consulting or approaching an advertising agency or a marketing brand. Just look at it. Just have a pen and a paper. Write these things down. This is what I want to do. Let me just send this to my community. Just send this thing to your community and see that, okay, fine, company so and so, I want to introduce this thing to the community. How much do you think I must charge this thing for? And how do you want me to brand this? And send this thing around, and you see with the feedback. If the feedback they're going to give it to you, that will give you the urge. That will motivate you to be able to come up with something. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So now these are the things that will say that is your marketing plan. And for you to know that you can't do with this, that to come up with your objectives, your strategies. These are the tactics in business. I think that is my brief answer.
For sure, my guy. I like that when you say it's very much imperative that people need to have a marketing plan in place before they can make sure that they go out there to start to market their company. Imagine when you start to market your company and you find that you're not well prepared. You market your company saying that you're baking bread, you're selling bread. It comes to a point that one of your clients, they go through your website, they say, we need 20,000 bread, and you have the capacity to produce 5 breads per hour. False marketing. False marketing is a problem. It's a very, very big problem.
Very big.
You are listening to Go Youth Podcast with Ali SA. Greatest topics of the world like relationship, business, finances, and many more. Live streaming into the whole continent with Ali.
All right, we take this time, okay. We thank you so much for taking your time and to make sure that you come and share the word of marketing with most of our listeners and our viewers from different parts of the earth, like South Africa, and we can also see a lot of people who are also joining via YouTube, and some they're also joining via Podbean. A lot of people have been watching the show. Just that I believe that most of them they were listening. As I can see that we had most of the listeners on the audio platform. That's quite interesting. We take this time and thank you so much. And
thank
how can people get reach out to you? All right. Take this time and thank Mr. Isal for also coming to join the show. It's a night.
Thank you so much, Ali.
Yes, I call it a night. Thank you so much for everyone to taking your time to join the show tonight. I'm out. We'll be back within an hour. We will be actually digesting vaccine hesitancy. Thank you so much. Good night.